local nonprofit has a new leader in the new year. The House of Bread and Peace is an emergency shelter for women and children in Evansville. And on January 3rd, Shelby Alberry was announced as executive director. And Shelby joins us now to talk about the future of this vital resource in our community. Shelby, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you.
For anyone out there who may not know of the House of Bread and Peace, explain a little bit about what you do there.
All right, so we've been around for about 40 years, and we are a little different and unique from other shelters. We are actually a 13-bedroom home. So
for just women and children, correct?
For women and children, yes. So,
and how is that need different, or explain why that's so important to have that for women and children?
For women in particular, oftentimes coming to shelter is kind of the last resort. They will go stay with friends or families, and that could lead to bad situations as a last resort. So we really want to open an environment where people feel like they can come to the shelter without fear. When women are on the streets, their risk of sexual assault, violence, removal of their children is really significant.
Yeah. And you were telling me that you are at capacity right now, about 35 individuals, you say. Is that typical for you to be? Like, what's the need out there? How bad is the homeless situation among women and children? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we are almost always at capacity. The need is overwhelming. We turn women and children away every day, and the truth is that there's just not enough places for these women to go, which...
You are one of two, right, shelters here?
We are one of two that take women and children, yes.
So if you're both full, then that creates a horrible situation for women, having to just find somewhere.
Absolutely.
So I know that the House of Bread and Peace have gone through some changes, and you being instated there is a great step forward. Talk about your focus now, what changes that you hope to bring to the facility that has kind of been without a director, I believe, for some time, correct?
Yeah, so for the past year, we've kind of gone through a lot of changes, and over that time, we have lost some community partnerships, and we're working to rebuild those, but we're moving to a trauma-informed approach where...
And explain what that is.
So trauma-informed is where we understand not only that many of the people we serve have experienced trauma previously, but the experience of homelessness itself is traumatic. Mm-hmm. So we want to cultivate an environment that really allows for healing from the wounds that homelessness creates.
And that, I'm sure, sets them up to be more independent and be able to fend for themselves then in the future, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. We want them to have that independence, and also to reduce the fear of when you're in that mode, you're in fight or flight mode. We want to reduce that so that they have the ability to move forward more quickly.
And I know a big part of this is, like you said, sponsorships, affiliations in the tri-state. You've lost a few of those. You're really working to gain those back. We did a story yesterday about you got donated a van from Audubon Chrysler Center, a great asset for you all. Why is that so important, and what other donations do you need?
Absolutely. That one was really important for us. So in addition to moving towards trauma-informed care, we've also hired quite a few more advocates. So this allows us to take people to job interviews, to doctor's appointments, to whatever their particular situation is. So this is something that is really going to help us. Some other donations that we could potentially use were always, anything that you would imagine at your own home, we could use their food. We have washers break down. Really anything that you would see anywhere else is something that we're always looking for.
And money, because you have a van, but if you don't have the gas in that van to run, you need things like that too.
Absolutely.
Such a vital resource for our community. If anyone is out there listening right now who may think they may need your services, who find themselves in a difficult situation, or someone who may want to volunteer, how do they contact you? What do they do?
So they can access our phone number. They can reach us on Facebook. If they're looking to volunteer, they can also send an email. Or if they are in need of services, they can send an email directly to me or to one of our advocates as well.
Okay, Shelby Alberry, the new executive director of the House of Bread and Peace in Evansville, emergency homeless shelter for women and children, a vital service for our community. Thanks so much for being here. Good luck in your running of that facility. I hope to see great things, and I certainly will keep track and follow you along as you do that.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
All right.